Hey everyone, this is the true story of the elevator mystery of Elisa Lam. January 26, 2013, a 21-year-old Canadian student named Elisa Lam checks into the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. Little did she know, this decision would lead to one of the most perplexing mysteries of the 21st century. The Cecil Hotel isn't your average tourist spot. It's got a reputation darker than the shadows that creep along Skid Row at night. Suicides, murders, and even serial killers have called this place home. If walls could talk, the Cecils would scream. Days pass. January 31st rolls around, and something's off. Elisa's parents haven't heard from her. She was supposed to check out, head to Santa Cruz. But silence. Just silence. Alarm bells ring. The LAPD swoops in, armed with sniffer dogs and determination. They comb through Elisa's room, searching for any clue, any whisper of where she might be. But the hotel keeps its secrets. The search turns up empty. February 15th. The police, desperate for leads, release a video. 4 minutes that would haunt the internet for years to come. Elisa's last confirmed sighting, caught on the Cecil's elevator camera. Could you keep your cool if no one was there? Or someone unseen? The footage starts innocently enough. Elisa enters the elevator, presses buttons, but then something changes. She's pressing multiple buttons now, frantic. She hides in the corner, then pops out, peering down the hallway. It's as if she's looking for someone, or running from someone. If you're hooked this far, tap subscribe. There's more chilling truth ahead. The elevator doors stay open, defying logic and mechanics. They close, then reopen, as if controlled by an unseen force. Something weird is definitely going on, and we're all front-row witnesses to this eerie spectacle. Elisa's movements become more erratic. She gesticulates wildly, her body language a silent scream of distress. Some viewers claim she looks hypnotized, caught in a trance. Others insist she's hiding from an unseen threat lurking just beyond the camera's view. The interior lights of the elevator flicker, casting an otherworldly glow on the scene. It's as if reality itself is glitching, adding another layer of unreality to an already surreal situation. As the video spreads, the internet explodes with theories. Web sleuths dissect every frame, every twitch, every shadow. They slow it down, speed it up, invert the colors, anything to unlock the mystery of what happened to Elisa Lam. Comment sections overflow with wild speculations. Some cry, ghosts! Convinced that Elisa is interacting with a supernatural entity. Others whisper of government conspiracies, secret experiments gone wrong. The theories are as numerous as they are outlandish, but they all share one thing, a desperate need to make sense of the senseless. That clip plants a seed in the minds of millions. Something is off, but what? We're left watching her wander off, silent with so many unanswered questions. Then she vanishes out of the frame. The elevator video becomes more than just evidence. It's a Rorschach test for the digital age, revealing our deepest fears and wildest imaginations. Every viewer becomes a detective, every theory a potential key to unlocking the truth. But the truth, as it often does, remains elusive. The video raises more questions than it answers. Why was Elisa acting so strangely? Was she under the influence of something or experiencing a mental health crisis? Or was there truly something sinister at play in the Cecil Hotel that night? The Cecil itself becomes a character in this unfolding drama. Its sordid history casts a long shadow over Elisa's disappearance. People wonder, is this just the latest chapter in the hotel's dark story? Or is there something more mundane yet equally tragic at play? As days turn into weeks, the search for Elisa continues. Her face is plastered on missing person posters throughout Los Angeles. Social media campaigns spread her story far and wide. But still, no trace of the young student emerges. The elevator video takes on a life of its own. It's analyzed by body language experts, scrutinized by paranormal investigators, and debated by armchair detectives around the world. Every new viewing seems to reveal some previously unnoticed detail, fueling endless speculation. Meanwhile, guests at the Cecil Hotel report strange occurrences. Some claim to hear unexplained noises in the night. Others swear they've seen a figure resembling Eliza in the hallways, only to vanish when approached. The line between fact and urban legend begins to blur. The LAPD continues its investigation, but leads are scarce. The hotel has many blind spots, and the transient nature of its clientele make tracking Eliza's movements after the elevator incident nearly impossible. It's as if she simply vanished into thin air. As the case gains international attention, it begins to take on almost mythic proportions. Elisa Lam becomes more than just a missing person. She becomes a symbol of the unexplained, a modern mystery that captivates and confounds in equal measure. Armchair detectives pore over every detail of Elisa's life, searching for clues. Her social media posts are analyzed for hidden meanings. Her travel itinerary is scrutinized for any deviation that might explain her fate. But the more that's uncovered, the more complex the puzzle becomes. The elevator video is remixed, set to haunting music, incorporated into art projects and documentaries. It becomes a cultural touchstone, a shorthand for unsolved mysteries and the darker side of viral fame. As weeks turn to months, hope begins to fade. But the questions remain. What really happened to Elisa Lam? What secrets does the Cecil Hotel still hold? And will we ever truly know the story behind those 4 minutes of footage? One moment, you're a tourist in a strange city. The next, you're at the center of a global enigma. The story of Elisa Lam in the Cecil Hotel elevator is far from over. Here's where it gets really twisted, because every theory points in a different direction. The coroner's report came back, accidental drowning with bipolar disorder listed as a factor. Elisa had been off her meds, and her journals revealed a struggle with depression. But that's where the clear-cut answers end, and the questions begin. The conspiracy crowd latched onto the elevator footage. It's edited, they claimed. There are missing time frames. And suddenly, every frame became a clue. Every glitch a cover-up. Some people couldn't help but point to the Cecil's haunted history. Ramirez, the Black Dahlia this place had seen its share of darkness. Was Eliza just the latest victim of some sinister force? Others pushed for more grounded explanations. A manic episode, they said. An accidental wander that ended in tragedy. But even these theories left gaps. Web sleuths pored over the elevator video, debating screen numbers. Was someone following her? They asked. Why did she act so strangely? The questions piled up, but answers remain elusive. And then there's the water tank itself. Why was the lid closed? Some logs suggest staff might have done it later, but that didn't stop the speculation. How did she get up there alone? Why couldn't she get out? If you're invested in her story, subscribe before we wrap. There's more to unpack. The Netflix documentary Vanishing at the Cecil tried to challenge the more dramatized theories. It emphasized mental illness and misfortune over mystery. But the public kept coming back to that haunting elevator footage. Millions of views on TikTok, an American Horror Story episode, music videos, podcast Elisa's story took on a life of its own. People still debate on Reddit. Accident, suicide, foul play, or something supernatural. The LAPD stuck to their logic. No signs of a crime, no trauma, no forced entry. It had to be an accident, they said. But even they admitted they never fully searched those sealed roof doors. The hotel changed names twice, but the legend stuck. Elisa's story became both a warning about mental health and a magnet for conspiracy theories. We remain haunted because the image of her, lost and alone, lingers in our collective imagination. None of this sits right. A young woman vanishes, only to be found in a place she shouldn't have been able to access. The water that sustained hotel guests for days held a grim secret. Her clothes, found floating beside her, what story did they tell? Every answer seems to raise more questions. Was it truly just a tragic accident, amplified by mental health struggles? Or did something more sinister unfold on that roof? The line between plausible explanation and wild speculation blurs with each retelling. In the end, Elisa Lam's mystery wasn't solved, just repackaged. We're left with a story that defies easy categorization, a modern ghost story born from tragedy and fed by our collective need to make sense of the senseless. This was Elisa Lam, lost to shadows, remembered for her questions. Which shadow follows you? Thanks for tuning in.